Long ago, in the harsh wilderness of Kentucky, a boy was born on a bed of corn husks, his mother's gentle gaze the first light he knew. That boy was Abraham Lincoln. His world was small, simple, and often severe. He learned to walk on dirt floors, watched his father craft wood, his mother weave cloth. But even as a child, he sensed life held more. When his family moved to Indiana, a young Lincoln rode through untamed land, a distant rainbow arching over the struggle. Hope was already alive in his heart. But hardship was never far. He sheltered in a cabin so drafty snow blew through the walls, huddling under a worn bearskin, dreaming of something warmer. Then, his mother told stories by firelight. Stories from the Bible that lit a different kind of fire within him. Too soon, darkness fell. At 9, he held his mother's cold hand as she lay dying. He carved pegs for her coffin, tears mingling with wood chips. Grief could have ended his story there. But then came light, in the form of books. His stepmother brought him 3 old books, and young Abraham touched them like treasure. He promised himself, with an eagle's quill on wood, that he would learn. That he would rise. He spelled words in snow until his fingers froze. He read while plowing, stopping at each row's end to finish a page. When rain soaked a borrowed book, he worked for days shucking corn to repay it. Honesty became his signature. Hunger for knowledge, his compass. He witnessed injustice, a slave auction on the muddy riverside. And anger burned quietly in his young eyes. But he turned struggle into strength, winning wrestling matches only to shake his opponent's hand after. Books stayed tucked in his pack, ideas grew in his mind. At 23, he left home with little but 2 books and a dream. He studied law late into the night, candles dripping like tears of effort. He asked questions, learned from others, recited Shakespeare in the woods. Even when he failed, again and again. He wiped his tears and began once more. He became a lawyer who defended the poor, a voice for those who had none. He stood in court and pointed toward justice, his words cutting through prejudice like light through shadows. He married, loved, lost a child, grief revisited, but didn't break him. He grew into a leader who held the Constitution like a torch, who spoke of unity while the storm of war gathered. As president, he signed the Emancipation Proclamation. And with a stroke of his pen, broke chains that had held generations. At Gettysburg, his words took flight like birds across the sky. He gave a nation hope, healing, a new beginning. Even his final moments, smiling in a theater, could not dim the legacy he left behind. His body returned to the land he loved, but his spirit stayed. In the touch of a child on his buckskin jacket, in the seeds of hope he planted in minds around the world, in classrooms in Africa, on plaques on the moon, in every young reader who dares to dream big. Despite humble beginnings, Lincoln's journey began in a cabin, but it didn't end there. It continues in everyone who believes. That knowledge lights the path, that courage opens doors, and that one life, rooted in integrity and empathy, can change the world. If you felt inspired by this journey, please like this video and share it with someone who needs a reminder that great beginnings often start small. Subscribe to our channel for more stories of courage and transformation. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, stay kind, and never stop learning. Until the next story, take care.